Hello, everybody, and welcome into the Penny Bloom Podcast. 'Tis I, Colton Robertson, and I am joined by none other than the magnificent Tavares Pennington. What's up, buddy?
Hey, we back. We're chilling.
We back. This is the first time in 2021 that we've gotten to join forces on the pod.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a hiatus there.
Oh, no doubt. And we've had our hiatuses before, but I feel like this one had more reason than any other.
It did.
We're both happily in relationships now.
And that drains your time,
It does. And not like disdainfully at all. I love the draining of time.
Of course.
I love doing nothing with my girlfriend. It's excellent just laying around watching movies.
Oh, yeah. No.
I love that.
It won't be like that forever. I gotta enjoy it while it lasts.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because, as soon as all these vaccinations are out and everything, we'll be able to start doing shit.
Oh, yeah.
And that'll be nice.
That will be nice. Yeah. Y'all got the vaccine?
I haven't yet.
No.
A lot of people are completely ignoring everything, though. We have more shit going on than ever. But fuck it.
Yeah, no, that's America. That's freedom. That's freedom. The freedom to die. That's what it is.
They will die on this hill to die when they want. I mean, it's fascinating.
It is fascinating. Just like how much people can personify and demonize everything.
Since we're talking about, I didn't expect it to go here this early, but I'm going to talk about it. Okay. You see the potato head shit recently?
Potato head? No.
Mr. and Mrs.
No, what's up?
They're no longer gendering the potato heads.
Oh,
so it's to be more inclusive, Anybody can be but it's always been Mr. Potato Head, Tavares. At least that's what God would say.
Okay. Well,
it wasn't a religious issue. It was a conservative liberal thing.
Yeah, definitely. What is it now? Just the potato heads?
Now it's just the potato heads. And that shouldn't be a problem to anybody over the age of 6.
That shouldn't be a problem to anybody.
Anybody, period.
If you're under the age of 6, you don't know what the fuck Mr. and Mrs. Potato.
And if you're older than 6, discussing the potato heads in a negative regard, like they're fucking you over somehow, or tearing apart the family, the nuclear family, the image of the family,
anyhow, any way impacting your life.
They're not. It's the potato heads.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely ridiculous. But more power to them. It's a slow transition away from our old ideological sort of bindings, but it's rolling. And
it's fascinating that this you saying that brings on another thought. And since we haven't talked in a while, fuck it, we'll let this intro run long.
Well, yeah, we'll let it bang.
Gender reveal parties. Fucking stop. They're not fun. Yeah. Nobody wants to be there.
No, nobody.
Except the parents.
To see some, I get it. You want to celebrate or whatever, but you'll have reasons to celebrate. I promise. A new life is coming. Celebrate the life.
And let's be honest.
Don't
nowadays, it's not important what sex your baby is.
Oh yeah. Well, that is honestly reaching into the the very first whims of life and organizing ideological control from the point of a fetus, basically. That's so obsessive. That's so obsessive. Why do people need to be weird? I get it, but people don't think about it this way, and that's fine.
But it does sometimes take effort to think this way.
It does.
Sometimes I'll see things and immediately just think it does make more sense to be gendered. But it doesn't. When I think about it critically, it's no, it really doesn't actually fucking matter.
And the problem is that always from the outset is going to exclude and erase the possibility for trans life as the normal operation of these things do. So as soon as you think that thought, you should always then rethink that thought about having the gender reveal party.
Exactly.
Nobody usually puts that together.
No, they don't. Because, like, here's the thing. Congrats, you have a gender reveal party that burns down a forest in California. It's a boy. You know? And then let's say that boy grows up and their whole life, they haven't felt like a boy.
Yeah.
Then you just burnt down a forest for nothing because
Yeah.
you wanted to have a gender reveal party.
Wait, who's going around burning forests?
No, like that was the cause of a wildfire in California
Wait,
last
what?
year. Was a gender reveal
For real?
party. Yes.
God damn. God damn.
And then there's been like several deaths recently related to gender reveal
What the
party
fuck?
explosions.
What?
Like, it's, if you have a cannon of any sort at your gender reveal party, rethink it.
Yeah, rethink it. I think you need to maybe dial it back.
No,
out.
no shame on the dead or anything, but like, you shouldn't be at a gender reveal party with a cannon.
No.
And if there is going to be a cannon at your gender reveal party or any party you're throwing, make sure you include that in the invitation. People need to know what they're getting into.
Yeah, and that's a fair point. People definitely. I feel like it's only fair to kind of let people know it's a cannon. We're gonna have a cannon. It's coming out of a cannon.
We ain't cutting the cake.
It's like the Revolutionary War. All over. It's a cannon.
We ain't gonna cut a cake. We're not gonna like let a balloon fly out of a box that's either blue or pink or whatever.
Yeah.
Bro, just paint the room yellow.
Just fucking purple, or like
or pick pink or
Green.
blue and just stick with it.
Yeah. Or
Who cares?
fuck it. Pick a pink.
Pick a pink.
Pick a fucking tangerine color. I don't give a fuck. It's really
Not
that
important.
important. It's not that important.
But I ain't gonna lie. If I do one day have a child, that nursery gonna be pimped the fuck out. Not for him, but for I.
Oh, okay, I got you. you're gonna spend the most cognizant time in there. So
True.
It's all for you. That's fair.
Yeah.
Kids are all for their parents.
I mean,
We say that, but that's because we're still thinking as kids.
true.
Eventually, we'll think as parents,
And it's like,
assuming we have kids.
you'd like to have a life outside of that, hopefully.
Yeah. I don't know.
We're going to have a good episode today. We're going to talk about some of our dream blunt rotation ideas. We saw that trend going around on Twitter, and it's a perfect one to discuss here on the Penny Bloom Pod. Because, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then we're also going to catch up on and talk about some of the movies, TV show, music we've been listening to, just overall, because, it's been 3 months since I talked to Tavares on the podcast.
It's been a while.
It's going to be a good one. So, enjoy.
Welcome to the Penny Bloom Podcast. Ain't another place that has got more bombast. Romp past your mom, dads, listening to Tomcats, talking everything that make you sad. We don't want that. We're here to make you smile. Put your mind at ease. Peace, love, and bloom, and always praise Keanu Reeves. This what we about. Get some weed and now. We'll talk until we can't no more, and then we peacing out. Alright, let's go. Penny Bloom Podcast. It's the Penny Bloom Podcast. Penny Bloom Podcast. It's the Penny Bloom Podcast. Penny Bloom Podcast. Penny Bloom Podcast.
Let's talk our dream blunt rotation, okay? This isn't going to be strictly any amount of people. We're just going to talk about literally anyone we would ever like to smoke weed with. Allegedly. In the states that it's illegal in.
Yeah.
But
It
perfectly
might
legally
happen
in
on
the
Mars, too. Just
Could happen
don't
on
worry
Mars.
about it.
It could.
It'll just happen. It'll happen. The backdrop is
In a
ethereal.
dream? Perhaps maybe some sort of inception
in a dream,
thing is occurring.
Inception is happening. It's
Leo comes to pick me up out of my dream and is like, "Yo, let's get baked."
This sort of apperceptionistic. I don't even know if that's a word. Experience that raises the affective experience of like, relational dynamics. Nothing is the same. You were just in existence with these people, and you all are in a blunt.
That's a good one. That's a good way to explain it.
Yeah.
That's a good way to explain it.
That's all that's happening. That's all that's going on, and it's a vibe.
So any character, any celebrity, any person, frankly, you would ever like to be in that scenario with, we're going to be talking about.
Yeah.
And I mean, you got your easy ones.
Oh yeah.
You got your Seth Rogans.
Yeah.
Of course you want to smoke weed with Seth Rogen.
Of course. You got your Wiz Khalifa, you got your Snoop Dogg.
Naturally.
Hand in hand.
I mean, like, and I feel like any musician who's talked about smoking weed before, if you want to smoke weed with them, that's kind of like well, duh.
Yeah.
Of course, like Mac Miller. I would have loved to smoke a joint with Mac Miller.
Yeah. No, that would have been cool as hell. I just can't imagine
cool.
not loving that.
I mean, it's got to be a special experience.
Oh yeah.
But then you think outside the box a little bit more. We get into the character side of things. And that's where it starts getting a little more exciting for me.
Oh, yeah.
Because obviously there are those people in real life that would be like, yo, I smoked a blunt with Bill Clinton.
That doesn't sound fucking enjoyable.
No, doesn't sound enjoyable to me, but it would be like, you did smoke a blunt with Bill Clinton.
You did smoke a blunt with Bill Clinton. I would have smoked one with Andrew Jackson probably.
And just like shit on him the whole time? Been like, hopefully this changes his ways?
Yeah, but like honestly, not like that's not even for the smoke session. I feel like that's for like on a human level. When you're in the smoke session, you just kind of suspend all of that. He sounded like a badass dude. Not gonna lie. You hear the stories about Andrew Jackson?
I've heard that he's a fucking terrorist.
Yeah, but he was kind of a badass dude.
Sorry to any Native American listeners.
I'm sorry. It was in the back of my head and it came out.
So like, no, let's take it there though. If there is a president of the United States, any in history that you would smoke a blunt with, it would be Andrew Jackson?
No. Harry S.
Sorry to any Japanese listeners. We could do this for every president, really, if you want to get down to it.
Fuck. The American imperialist state. What a.
No, see, and that's the thing is that I wouldn't want to smoke a blunt with a president.
That's the thing. And that's
any
the
politician, thing. Really.
That's
like,
the thing.
Maybe just for the story, Bernie Sanders. Just for the story.
Definitely Bernie Sanders.
I could spark up with Ilhan Omar.
I don't think I could take AOC.
I don't know. I feel like she also feels like a paranoid high to me.
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah. I could.
There's a lot of people that feel like paranoid.
Sonia Sotomayor.
Pretty much, no doubt.
Yeah.
I almost certainly.
But she's a cop.
She is a cop. See, that's like, I ain't fucking with no cop. But
yeah.
You also got to take into account, weed does bring people together. And even if for a short while you can smoke with that person, hear them out, talk about things, get their side of the story, and then go, you're wrong. I mean, hey, at least you got to sit down and talk about it for a while.
At least you got to sit down and talk about it. You know, you don't have to disagree to have a conversation when you don't agree.
Exactly.
Let me think.
God damn.
What's this?
Thinking politician still?
No.
Sarah
Shaggy.
Palin? You went with Shaggy and I went with Sarah Palin.
Yeah.
No doubt Shaggy.
Fuck Sarah Palin.
Fuck Sarah Palin. No doubt Shaggy.
Yeah. No, definitely. I think. Okay, so this is out of left field. Actually, I'm rethinking this. I saw a tweet about Kendall Jenner, and I was like, that's probably true. But Kendall Jenner, she seems chill.
Yeah, you know, I feel like was she the one that put out the ad where she ends racism with a Pepsi can?
No, that was Kylie Jenner.
Was that Kylie?
Wait.
I could have swore that was Kendall.
Was it Kendall?
And see, that's Kendall the thing, Jenner. Is that like,
fuck.
That's performative and shit, but like, I generally feel like that came from a good place. on her part.
Oh yeah, no, she's just like not
That's
very
not
smart.
that's not a smart
like,
move.
I don't.
That's a terrible. Like no, optically,
But see,
awful.
what I'm
awful
saying is,
move.
I'm just thinking she'd give us the dish on the most famous reality like TV family in the United States, because for some reason reality TV is still very fascinating to me. It's like not real,
it's an interesting
yet
little,
it is.
It's an interesting little an American experiment. Like it's so strange. That's like
so strange,
and it's very uniquely American.
Yeah, that's weird. I never thought about it that way.
I mean, I don't know how much anymore. Like I'm sure, but like generally at the beginning of VH1, MTV, they birthed reality shows with like Real World and shit like that.
Right.
So it's like, and it's interesting when we get into that discussion talking about how like our Kardashian is like the fucking royal family.
Yeah, shit.
In England.
That's a fucking fact.
Like, cause like they don't have any political, like they have political sway if they want to talk about things, but they don't have any political power. They are just the most famous family in the country.
I'll smoke a blunt with Prince Charles.
Is he the one that's nearly dead?
Yeah.
He's not making it out of that alive.
I know. That's why.
You see the pics of him getting home from the hospital today?
Yes. Yeah, I think those might be old pics, I'm not going to lie.
No, bro. Weekend at Bernie's is happening before our eyes. That man has to be dead. Like, no. I try my best not to like shit on anyone's appearance because that's just, it's a cheap shot. No, he does not look okay.
He does not.
Is he happy?
He does
is
not
he
need
okay?
to go outside looking like that. Like, that is not okay.
It's just goddamn, man. Like, I feel like he gets a sunburn, he's done.
Oh yeah. You know who the fuck I wouldn't smoke a blunt with? Jeremy fucking Renner.
Fuck Jeremy Renner. Oh my god, dude. I despise that guy. No. Like, let's take it to MCU real quick since we're gonna talk Jeremy Renner. No. Fuck Jeremy Renner. He's the worst.
Yeah.
Literally anyone else ever I would smoke before him.
That's fair.
I mean, not literally anyone else, but a lot of people.
And the only reason I'm saying this because I saw an ad for his app, and I was like, "What the fuck? Who the fuck?" Will Smith doesn't have an app. If Will Smith doesn't have an app, you don't get to do it. Don't need an app.
No, and like that was so weird. Do you know what that was?
No.
Like it was just it was like an Instagram feed of like Jeremy Renner. Like all just he was keeping you up. Like it was essentially what he could have done on an Instagram page. He made an entire app for.
God damn it. Jeremy.
But like it was also unique in that like fans could talk to other fans. If you were a fan of Jeremy, and then like there was this whole like scam thing with like Renner bucks.
What
you
the
could,
fuck?
Like, you could buy currency, like Jeremy Renner currency to buy merchandise.
Why do you need money, Jeremy Renner? Why do you need more money from your fans?
MCU, bro. You don't need more money.
What actor is going around asking for money from viewers? That's not how they make money.
And he's got some absolutely absurd allegations up against him. Like in terms of like through his divorce.
Shit.
Like there was some stuff about like domestic abuse like to his wife and to his kid, and like there's this story that like trigger warning, you might want to skip ahead 15 seconds or so, that like he like held his daughter at gunpoint and stuff, like
Jesus
allegedly.
Christ.
Like it looks bad. It looks really damning, and it's astonishing to me that like the MCU could possibly be moving forward with him like at all.
Yeah. No, what? Did Hawkeye not die?
Hawkeye didn't die, and he's got like a series coming out.
Oh shit!
With like Haley Steinfeld as like his protege. I hope they're taking it a different direction and kicking him the fuck out, just being like, he went away. Sorry.
Yeah, he went away. Hawkeye is not that good of a character to justify all of that.
No, bro, and like 2 good characters have died for him.
Oh yeah,
Quicksilver and Age of Ultron died for Hawkeye, and then God. Black Widow died for Hawkeye.
Fucking hell.
Black Widow died for Hawkeye, and I will never get over it.
Yeah.
Like, that's so annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck this.
No, that's Black Widow definitely should have stayed around. Did the Black Widow movie come out already?
Not yet, because it got postponed by COVID and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
But it'll be coming soon. If you're interested in Marvel talk, go check out the WandaVision podcast we've put out and listen to the Falcon and Winter Soldier we've got coming out in the weeks coming. So it's going to be fun. But speaking of MCU, who would you want to smoke a blunt with in the MCU?
Doctor Strange.
Ooh, interesting. I don't know. Doctor Strange is a fuckhead. I don't like him. Don't get me wrong. He gets better. He gets better. But yo, him at the beginning of Doctor Strange is as unlikable a character as we ever get in the MCU. That
is true.
He gets humbled, no doubt, because he can't use his hands, but then they gave him magical powers. And it's like, this guy was already a cocky asshole. I have a feeling this guy's still going to be a pretty cocky asshole now that he has mystical powers.
That's a good point. Yeah, no, and he does kind of have a little holier-than-thou complex, which that would fuck up the vibe for sure.
And then, I would like to get high with Doctor Strange in that he could show me some really cool shit.
That is true.
That's an advantage there. No, I didn't even think about the advantages of.
Yeah, that was kind of where I was thinking. Maybe I should go with another Benedict Cumberbatch,
Sherlock Holmes. He might get you to try meth though.
I like dangerous experiences. I like a little risk, you know.
Was it heroin? I can't remember what was it. Heroin? Yeah, it was heroin.
God damn.
I'd like to get high with Peter Parker.
Okay.
I think that'd be cool. I mean,
Peter
obviously,
Parker's going to be paranoid.
I mean, he's Spider-Man.
That is true.
I'd hope that he can at least relax when he's high.
He's a little kid though.
I guess he is 16. I ain't even think of that. I'm thinking of Tom Holland, you know?
Yeah.
I'd be down to smoke with Tom Holland.
There you go. Yeah, okay. That would be dope. Yeah.
MJ. Zenday's character in the MCU, however,
yeah,
I think she could handle it.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. She would definitely be down. Unless she couldn't, you wouldn't know. She would be pretty secretive about it. Let me think.
Thor, could he get high off weed?
No way. He's a god.
Well, I mean, but he drinks beer.
Do you think he really gets drunk?
I guess I don't know. Another.
James Bond. I'd smoke a blunt or a cigar with James Bond.
Sean Connery, James Bond.
Sean Connery.
That's where you're getting the cigar for sure.
Oh yeah,
no doubt. I'm trying to think of some more MCU ones. If Vision could get high, I'd want to smoke with Vision. I think he'd say some pretty mind-blowing shit.
Killmonger.
Ooh, Killmonger. You'd have some pretty fascinating discussions over a nice sativa.
Oh, yeah.
with Eric Killmonger.
Yeah, I think Killmonger would be cool to talk to.
Yeah, as long as, you're a safe distance away if you're a white person, probably. It doesn't seem like he has love for any white person ever.
Yeah.
Which can't blame him.
Yeah, no, he's pretty hard line, not gonna lie. He's hard line. Let's see what else. That's most of the. Tony Stark wouldn't be a good candidate. I don't know. Maybe Pepper.
I know for a fact Captain America ain't smoking gas.
Oh hell no. Sammy J maybe.
Ooh, Nick Fury.
Yeah, but I mean, I would smoke with a different Sammy.
Ooh, maybe Falcon.
I don't know, something about.
I would like Anthony Mackie.
Anthony
Always looks like he's hiding something.
Rubbing me the wrong way. Something, and it's that face, and I know it's that face. It's just very.
He knows something you don't. And I want him to tell me. That's why we're gonna smoke together. Nah, but I think Falcon would be cool if he took me on a fly. He flew out and I got to fly with him. I think that'd be dope.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean those wings are hella cool. But he's just so weird looking. I wouldn't want him that close to me.
Keep your distance.
Yeah, keep your distance for sure. Bucky.
I feel like he's just got a little bit he's a little too haywired still. I feel like I'd say the wrong thing. I'd accidentally say the right combination of words to activate the Winter Soldier, and then I'd be like, "Yo, remember in Civil War when Baron Zemo was like, blah 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 blah," and then he was just like,
"You'll get a fucking metal arm."
He's like, "I am ready to comply." Like, kills me.
yeah, you die for sure.
No doubt. But I don't know.
I'd smoke a blunt with Adam Sandler.
Oh, Adam Sandler, that'd be, yeah, he'd be chill for sure. I think that'd be a good one. I don't know. I think. What about any? I'm trying to think of actors in the MCU too. Since I was just over there. Didn't even mention these guys like Rocket the Raccoon.
Oh yeah, for
Dude.
sure. I was thinking Groot too. It would be like, you know, pretty chill, but I just feel like Groot's a good presence.
For sure. I wouldn't want to smoke with Drax though.
No, I wouldn't want to smoke with anyone else. Definitely not Gamora. Definitely not Chris Pratt.
I don't know. I feel like Gamora could benefit from a blunt.
Yeah, I mean maybe, but like she's just
She's really wound up. She's got a lot of anger. She's got a lot of anger, you know?
And I'm just like, sometimes that's yeah.
And Star-Lord, like, he's a funny guy, but he's a real pick-me funny guy, you know?
Yeah, no, he's very he does too much, and when you do too much, you fuck it up.
You fuck it up. You fuck it up.
Yeah, you got it.
To put it plainly. But man, I wouldn't have thought that, like, when I started this discussion, the one I'd be, like, most interested in smoking with would be Doctor Strange. Just because I didn't think about the whole, like, he could take you places.
He could take you places. He could take you.
That'd be pretty absurd. I'm not gonna lie. It'd be pretty fucking dope.
Yeah.
Because of WandaVision, I'd like to smoke with Catherine Hahn.
Who's that?
She played Agatha Harkness, or Agnes, and she's in a whole bunch of other shit. She's super funny. She's in Step Brothers.
Oh, okay.
She's the wife of Will Ferrell's brother, the one who fucks John C. Reilly in the bathroom and stuff. But yeah, she's a super funny lady and super talented, and I feel like it'd be a fun time.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's most of them. Huey Freeman, you know, I got to throw that in.
I mean, you got like cartoon characters: Huey Freeman, Rick Sanchez.
Yeah.
Of course, we're getting baked with Rick Sanchez.
Of course.
I mean, you got to at this point.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Like they embrace the ideal persona.
Are there any other animated characters you like to get baked with?
I'd probably get baked with damn it, I'm blanking on his name, but the main guy from Cowboy Bebop.
I can't remember his name either.
Fuck.
You know, Cowboy Bebop, that guy.
Yeah. I mean, everyone knows Spike. That's
Spike.
Spike. Who'd be chill?
I'd like to smoke with Todd Chavez from BoJack Horseman.
Okay.
Voiced by Aaron Paul.
Oh, Aaron Paul. Okay.
Yeah.
I would smoke with Aaron Paul for sure.
He seems like he'd be pretty chill guy to be around.
Yeah.
Overall. Especially if he's anything like Todd Chavez.
Oh, I'd probably smoke a blunt with Brad Pitt.
Some sketchy shit been coming out about Brad Pitt. I don't like it.
Really?
I don't like it one bit, man. I thought we had a good one.
What's been said?
Just some domestic abuse things.
Oh shit.
And it concerns me.
Uh-oh.
Makes me sad.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Because now I can never trust it again. Like, I can never go back to Brad Pitt and not think about it.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Just because I have a conscience.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, that's how it goes.
Conscience, sorry.
Conscience.
Yeah. You know, either or.
Either or. But yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Leo would be pretty intense. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, yeah, Leo would be too much.
He seems a little scary.
Yeah.
When he's not acting.
Yeah, no, we would need to do much harder.
Would you see? That's the thing, is that like I'd like to get high with Jordan Belfort, but then I know that would inevitably end up with us doing something way harder than that.
Yeah, something else. It'll just be
and I don't want to do that. But I feel like if I'm around Jordan Belfort and his boys,
and that's fair.
Like it's atmospheric at that point.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm here.
Yeah.
Let's party.
Let's party. I'm with Jordan Belfort.
Like, what else am I gonna do? But, What about Zendaya? Would you smoke with Zendaya?
Yeah. I think we got her character in Spider-Man.
In Spider-Man, but yeah.
But yeah, I think.
About Rue, would you get high with Rue, or would you? I just don't think I could out of good conscience.
Yeah, I don't think I could either.
Because like she's trying to get sober and stuff. That's pretty fucked up to get high with her.
I don't know. She's just kind of she's got some issues.
Got some stuff going on, and I don't want to lend to that. I want to help her. I want to help. I would, however, smoke with Fezco.
Yeah, would definitely smoke with Fez.
Yeah, zero doubt in my mind.
Oh yeah.
I don't think there is a single other character in that show though that I would smoke with.
Not Nate.
Absolutely fucking not. That man would murder me. I know he'd murder me faster than activated Winter Soldier Bucky Barnes.
Oh my fucking god!
Just for no reason. Yeah. I'd look at him and he'd be like, "Why'd you look at me like that?" And I'd be like, he's like, what are you gay or something? I'm not gay. And how dare you say anything that would sound like that?
How dare you?
Yeah, I'm like, I didn't say anything, bro. Like, you got your own thing going on.
I would smoke with Ruth's friend. What's her name?
Oh, the one who dressed as Bob Ross?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too. She was cool.
Yeah.
She was chill.
Yeah, I can. I think we.
Those
would be some dream smoke sessions.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'd probably smoke with Root. I mean, not Root, Jules.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I wouldn't smoke with her often.
I'd seek her out.
Yeah.
But like, if she like was like, "Hey, can I hop in?" I'd be like, "Yeah, absolutely. Here, take a hit."
For sure. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
But like, granted, there's probably not a lot of people I'd be like, "No." Fucking leave.
There's some people, I don't know, I might be like, you know what? I don't have the time.
Shit, man, I don't know. Okay, but Game of Thrones. If there's a character in Game of Thrones you're getting high with, who are you getting high with?
I don't know, man. They're all just pretty
violent.
They're fighting for their life out there. They don't got time to be smoking weed.
But like, imagine if like, I'm thinking someone from out in Pedro Pascal when he showed up as the Viper.
Yeah,
I like Dorne. I like somewhere in Dorne.
Okay, I mean that would be a good location. Yeah,
with probably that prince too. He'd probably be pretty chill to smoke with.
Maybe the one that their daughter was getting married to.
Oh yeah,
the prince.
Mm-hmm.
He seemed like a chill guy.
Yeah, he seemed like a chill dude. Tormund, Giantsbane, big red beard.
Yeah, Tormund's hell intense too, though.
Well, see, but that's the thing. He knows how to have fun, though. But like,
true.
Can he calm down?
Yeah, can he? The weed might calm him down. Maybe,
but like, it could also just be like, now I'm Tormund Giantsbane doing everything I was before. Yeah. But I'm also baked.
That's true. I can't see Tormund.
I don't want him to be like, where's the big lady?
Yeah. I can't see Tormund being as active, I must say.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the Hound would just be afraid of the lighter. Maybe Arya would be too dark.
Yeah, Arya would be too dark.
A lot of them would be too dark. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, no,
they got some pretty dark
characters.
Yeah,
I've never really
like not a lot. I mean, like maybe fucking Hot Pie. Cooking up the
okay. Hot Pie might be. I could see that. The little bread baker. I smoke with bread baker.
I feel like he'd be a fun little time there.
Yeah, I should drop out and make bread.
That's a good move. I think it's safe.
Yeah,
probably pretty liquid in terms of cash.
Oh yeah, people need a local bread.
Literally making bread.
Yeah, just making bread.
Making bread by making bread.
By making bread. And sell your bread.
Sell your bread for bread.
Sell your bread for bread. Yep. Sopranos.
I haven't given this one enough thought, really.
I don't know.
I'm like leaning towards like Moltisanti.
Definitely AJ. I'd smoke a blunt with AJ.
I don't know. He seems cool, but he also seems like he just wouldn't talk to me.
Nah, but I mean, he has his friends, you know. He hangs out with people. It's just like his parents that he has a complicated relationship with, and his family.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I don't know about too many other people in The Sopranos. They're not very. The episode with the black music dudes.
Oh yeah.
Some of them look cool.
Yeah, I can hang out with them for sure. But like, it's just there's a lot of intense characters in these things.
Yeah, and a lot of racist characters.
Maybe Jon Favreau.
No, he was a bitch in The Sopranos.
True.
I was like, fuck Jon Favreau, honestly. They paint him out bad in here. And he's honestly just doing what he actually does in real life.
True. Tony himself?
Tony, that man's a lot.
And like, it can get dark fast with Tony.
Dark fast.
And you don't know when.
You don't know.
You could say the wrong thing, and all of a sudden he's holding you by the fucking collar.
Yep.
Pointing at your face.
Yeah.
Oh, don't you fucking talk about that.
I would
you don't know a fucking thing about that.
I would smoke Dr. Melfi.
I would smoke with Dr. Melfi, no doubt.
And her therapist, too. I don't know his name.
Yeah, he was a pretty chill dude.
But that dude is cool.
Yeah, they're and Melfi, I feel like we would get into a really good conversation, you know, really deep. I feel like I'd learn some things about myself.
We talk, you know, just kind of, figure some shit out.
Like maybe what I'm really saying is that I need a therapy session with Dr. Melfi. I feel like she'd really help.
I wonder if she retained her therapy skills from The Sopranos.
Just the actress?
Yeah.
What was the actress's name?
Lorraine Bracco.
Bracco? Yeah.
I thought she had died. I saw something that said Lorraine Bracco had died. I was like, what? And then I looked it up.
Nah, but James Gandolfini did.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Yeah. Very
Damn shame.
unfortunately.
Damn shame.
Damn shame.
Sad. Sad.
Very, very sad.
You know, I don't know if I have any more Sopranos characters. Maybe like
I do.
No, none of the other characters. Like maybe Tony's wife
when she was in college. Not as an adult. She's too
uptight.
Pick me.
Yeah.
She's
his daughter though. She's cool.
Meadow, yeah.
Meadow's cool.
She's kind of pick me too. Not gonna lie.
You know, she learned. I always felt like she came off pretty. She was my favorite of the siblings. Not gonna lie, I liked her more than AJ.
She was cool. I just liked her because she called her parents out on their bullshit. But
yeah,
she also just kind of like was a little dense at times.
I feel you.
But she was. I think she's good-hearted enough.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how she would. I don't know. Yeah, maybe she would be cool to smoke with.
I don't know, but then you risk like Tony coming in and being like,
"This is true.
You smoking weed with my daughter?"
This is true. He probably would not like that.
And then he'd shoot you.
He would probably associate that with black people.
Probably
be like, "What are you doing?" Yeah, it just would not be good. Not at all.
Not one bit. Yeah, Sopranos not a very fruitful well there.
No.
Not a lot of water.
No.
Not a lot of water in that well.
They're too intense. There's too much.
You got any Star Wars characters? Star Wars? The Wars in the Stars?
See, but like, and this is a weird context out of which to think through a character to smoke weed with. Because they're in a war, you know. It's never really peace times, but maybe Jar Jar Binks.
You know, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
At least I want to smoke weed with the Jar Jar Binks.
I could
I mean, like, you got to think there's some Jedi, like Yoda. He'd have some shit to say.
Oh yeah, well yeah, but Yoda would get just incomprehensible. Like he's already kind of hard to understand when he's high. That shit would just get out of hand.
You'd be like, "Yo, I got like 6 of those words."
Yeah. What?
Maybe Qui-Gon. I feel like Qui-Gon would be a good
Qui-Gon
guy.
would be chill. What's Anakin's apprentice's name?
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Especially around, but like, if we're talking like tortured pasts and stuff, get pretty dark down there.
Yeah, that's fair.
A lot of the Jedi stories can.
Star Wars is a pretty sad universe.
It is. A lot of people dying. A lot of people dying.
A lot of people.
Millions, billions even.
Yeah, billions.
I'd smoke one with Boba Fett.
Okay, I can see that.
He like explicitly said a line in The Mandalorian that let you know that he does drugs. Or that he at least did.
Wait, what did he say?
He said, I'm sure this isn't a spice stream and spices. Star Wars drugs.
Yeah.
And it's like, that implies that Boba Fett has in fact had spice streams.
That makes sense. I would probably smoke with the Mandalorian.
Yeah, he could benefit from it. He's a little intense.
I don't know how that would work, but
Yeah, he wouldn't be taking his helmet off in front of you or anything, but
so I wouldn't really know he was high.
yeah. I don't know. He'd probably start talking a lot more than he normally does. I gotta think.
Either that or he would just go silent, maybe go to sleep. It's probably dark in there.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. He probably would just take a nap.
And this metal is quite comfortable for some reason.
It's pretty cozy in
This
here.
Beskar is just fucking hugging me.
I'd smoke with Lando, but I feel like he'll swindle me in some way.
Yeah, Lando's a little bit. He might take a little off the top there. Don't let him roll the blunt for sure.
Yeah, like
Don't hand him in the whole bag of weed.
nah. Yeah,
just what he
he's
needs.
gonna fuck you over a little bit.
Yeah,
just because that's just who he is. And it's
Yeah,
not-
no, right? He's a swindler.
He's a scoundrel by nature.
Mm-hmm.
That's just who he is. However, Han Solo, I'd probably smoke with.
Okay,
Just cause.
just cause
Han Solo.
it's Han Solo.
He's
Yeah,
probably. him and Chewbacca. Can't imagine. That'd be pretty fucking cool.
I'll smoke with Chewbacca for sure.
That man, like, just him letting out the chill growls.
Oh yeah, no, like I was just like, it would be peaceful to have Chewbacca comforting me in my space.
No doubt. I feel like thinking sequel trilogy. Like, of all those characters, I gotta think Poe would probably go over best. Finn feels like he'd be a little bit of a paranoid high.
Yeah, Finn, he would be like, I don't know, he would think he's back in like a Star or like fucking the
Just
trooper,
in a stormtrooper outfit.
Stormtrooper outfit or some shit.
Yeah, poor guy.
Poor
Be rough.
guy.
Can be rough.
Could very well.
Being enslaved and then made a soldier,
Yeah,
forced to kill.
forced to kill.
Pretty dark.
He got out.
He got out though.
Yeah.
Became that's one thing that like they did fail the Finn Jedi storyline.
Yeah.
But they succeeded the Finn Revolutionary storyline.
Yeah, definitely.
Like he overcame being, and then like his storyline in The Rise of Skywalker is literally him he had like a massive hand in destroying the First Order.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I hadn't really considered. Like I'd always been kind of disappointed by the lack of the Finn Jedi story, but the story we got with Finn wasn't bad.
Yeah,
like
it's contributed for sure.
He deserved more though. He deserved more.
Yeah.
Rey, I don't know.
No.
Feel like it'd get sad.
Yeah.
Same with Kylo. Kylo would he's just too angry. Got a lot of rage.
Yeah, he too much
Maybe Ben
repressed shit.
Solo. I don't know. There's 2 seconds he
I don't
lived.
think we know enough about Ben Solo.
Yeah, it's just we didn't get enough of him. He died very young. Ben Solo. We haven't mentioned Luke Skywalker once.
I just don't feel like smoking is his thing.
He reminds me of Kobe. It's like he's like, I don't have time for that.
Yeah, like why?
Wait, we discussed Kobe off mic, didn't we?
Oh shit! Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. He'd probably he would not want to smoke with you.
No,
I
yeah.
don't think.
No.
I don't think he was the type to join in on weed. Just didn't seem like the type of thing he would do.
No, not at all. Not at all.
But yeah, I get the same vibes from Luke Skywalker. I feel like he'd just kind of be like, nah, man, I don't need it.
That's very fair. That's very fair.
No other Star Wars characters I'd really gravitate towards. I mean, Obi-Wan Kenobi, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what era Obi-Wan Kenobi, probably old Obi-Wan Kenobi, old Ben.
Yeah.
Would probably be the coolest to smoke
Yeah.
with.
Well, honestly, no, I was thinking honestly young Obi-Wan.
Like Attack of the Clones Obi-Wan, maybe?
Oh, yeah, no, for
He's
sure.
got the longer hair and stuff, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking.
Revenge of the Sith, he just seems busy, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, war times and stuff. Like, he ain't got time for that shit.
Yeah, no, he was a very important person.
No doubt. But, I mean, Vader would die after a hit. Like, that would probably be his weakness. His lungs got to be trashed by now.
That is true.
I mean, probably can't get high, actually.
No, if he does, he probably would die.
If it's mechanical breathing, it's probably not happening.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's probably, because it's probably not.
Damn shame.
Circulating.
That's why he's so angry.
That's why he's so angry.
Yeah. Doesn't
Can't
explain
get
Palpatine, though.
Can't have a drink. Can't take any spice.
Can't do shit. Can hardly eat.
Yeah.
Bro barely has a stomach. Doesn't have legs. I can tell you that.
He don't got shit.
I mean, he got cut off pretty high at the waist.
Yeah. He's just a brain in some body.
Like, hardly anybody, too. Mm-hmm. Like, that shit got fucked up. Poor guy.
Poor guy.
I mean, you dig your grave and stuff, but shit. Ooh, Padme Amidala. I'd smoke with Padme.
I'd smoke with Padme. She would get annoying after a while, though, I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
I think, she'd be like, we have responsibilities.
Maybe. I just think it'd be cool to have, I mean, a political conversation with Padme would be fruitful, I think.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
I think that'd be a good one.
I'm sure.
You got any randos you want to throw in here?
I think I covered most of them along the way.
Would you smoke with Perry the Platypus?
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Zero doubt. Are there any other cartoon animals you would smoke with?
Snoopy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd smoke with Snoopy.
I think about Perry the Platypus, and it's just like, we're getting Agent P Perry, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, he's got to be active.
Ooh. Would you smoke with Tom or Jerry?
Probably Jerry.
Jerry seems like he'd be down, but you've seen that video of Tom rolling his own cigarette, right?
Yes.
That's pretty epic.
Yeah.
I gotta think he's got some rolling skills.
But Jerry is actually kind of cute.
I feel like I could vibe with Jerry. Yeah. Be like, yo, what's up, Jerry? You kind of cute.
What's up, Jerry? You kind of cute.
You see the new movie that came out with him?
Yeah, I saw it. Well, I didn't see it, but I saw that it came out.
We'll have to talk about that in a second because I did see it in the next segment. But I'm trying to think of some more. SpongeBob. Any characters there that you would smoke with?
I actually have not seen SpongeBob.
You've never watched SpongeBob?
Nope.
Never once?
Nope.
Are you lying to me?
Nope.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Never once SpongeBob?
Nope. Never was my thing.
You are an astonishing person. That's impressive. I respect that.
Is it?
Just because I thought, I just assumed everyone had seen at least some SpongeBob.
Nope.
I respect that. Hats off to you, my friend.
Seems like a weird show.
It is. Therefore, fruitful with characters you would probably want to smoke with.
Okay, fair.
Like Sandy Cheeks, no doubt. Definitely smoking with Sandy Cheeks. Patrick Starr, dumb as hell. Probably be hilarious.
Okay.
I gotta think. Fuck Mr. Krabs. Fuck Squidward. We ain't fucking with them. Okay. I don't even know if I want to smoke with SpongeBob. Dead ass.
Mm-hmm. Not the main character.
Not sure. But Plankton? Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Plankton. Yeah, I could see that.
Plankton. Yeah. He needs to chill a little bit, you know.
Uh-huh.
Just my thoughts. Spencer Shea from iCarly. Definitely.
Yeah, I would smoke with Spencer Schaefer, from iCarly.
He's
sure.
the best.
Y'all been rewatching iCarly?
We did.
Oh, okay.
That'll be a part of the next one too.
Yeah, there you go.
We've kind of revisited some of that realm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah, no, I'll definitely smoke with Spencer from iCarly.
Man, I think I'm out. of people.
Yeah, no, I think that's quite a big smoke dream smoke session
like,
universe.
I mean, we got to have a lot of weed.
We got to have a lot of weed. A lot of weed.
What kind of podcast would we be if we didn't mention Keanu Reeves? Like, of course we'd smoke with Keanu Reeves.
Of course we'd smoke with Keanu Reeves. We save the best for last. That's
Absolutely.
That's all that is, you know. Of course we would smoke with Keanu Reeves.
Shall we move on to the next segment?
I think so.
So, let's talk movies, music, television. What have I not discussed with you over the last 3 months?
Oh, most shit.
Most shit.
I know that we connected and then realized Spillagion.
Yeah, Spillagion.
Spillagion.
Or like religion. Spillagion.
Yeah, no, that makes sense because
Yeah.
it's very heavily.
It's very religious.
Very a lot of religious influence. But we connected on Spillagion releasing, and that thing is.
Yo, absurd.
Baptized niggas. I'm
Baptized.
I there's something about that bass line, and then just
yo, in that opening where he's like, that opening where Country Wayne is like, he's let me talk to you boys real quick.
Yeah.
Dude, I love it. I love the whole thing. And then my favorite is the last 3 tracks.
Me too.
Like that 3-track run. End of
Days.
Days.
I think I texted you that one because we hadn't, neither of us had listened to the full thing. And I listened to the end of it and I was like, those last 3 are it.
Bro, End of Days, Happy, and Jupiter. Like, I've been listening to Happy, like on repeat. Like, that's been the song from that album that I've stuck with. But like,
they were doing something different.
The whole album though, through and through, is fucking phenomenal. Like, the only reason those 3 like stick out is just because they're that good. The whole album is good. Like, I don't think there's a miss.
The whole thing is like very subversive. Like, I was like listening to those last 3 songs, like, yo, these shits are hyping me up. They're talking about some deep shit, like some sad, kind of sad, fucked up shit. Like,
yo, when JID comes on End of Days and he's like, when I make it to the heavens, what's the code? Do I call the phone? Security at the gate, no +1, come all alone. he's a lot about death. Like, that album was riddled with death. Like, that's what they were talking about most of the time.
Which is crazy, like, as far as like a concept for a rap album to begin with, but only makes sense when you're thinking of like a JID Spillage Village collab album. Like,
oh, absolutely.
They're the only ones who have the sort of wordplay I think necessary and the sort of performance like tactics that like allow them to get that message across in an effective way, because they're so like they're just so like fluid with their performances.
And
it's like they're preaching.
It is, and I love the chorus of End of Days at the end where it's like when they say God packed his bags and said bye-bye. God packed his bags and said bye-bye. Yeah. God packed his bags and said bye-bye. Like,
I like the chorus too. What do they say on the chorus? It's like,
it's the end of day. That one?
No, oh shit, no, I'm thinking about the other song, the one where they're like,
Happy? I pray, or Iala, maybe?
It's something about like, smoking weed is in the
Why smoking my weed? Why smoking my weed?
No, but it like gives a warning against. I can't remember the specific one. It's like, damn it, I can't think of the name of it.
Here, I'll find it.
It's probably Jupiter.
Oh, yeah, the very last song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, give me a second. I'm gonna go to the album's track list real quick, and because I know there's a few songs that they talk about weed. They talk about weed a lot.
Yeah. But like this one had the chorus where they were like, it was like they were warning against drugs, in a sense. But I can't remember the way that they said it. It was just like I thought a very like simple and nuanced way of going about it.
Oh yeah, we fall down sometimes on our knees. We fall down. Hopefully you'll find what you need. Searching through the pearlies and the mollies and the weed. Go around in circles.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure they meant perky. They said perkies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the lyrics say on the Apple Music.
But like, so this like Jupiter just kind of sounds like a kumbaya. Like,
oh, dude. And what stuck out to me more than anything throughout this album is the Outkast influence. Like, dude, there are some songs that are straight up like Earth Gang Outkast type shit, you know?
Straight up. Yeah, no, they have a lot of songs on there that do a lot of experimentation with like cadence and just like their vocal patterns.
Well, and there's that song Happy, and I love this song because like the chorus is, I met a man playing in the woods, his piano was off key, he sang to me softly, I bet he wouldn't change it if he could.
Yeah.
Like this guy is doing his own fucking thing, not giving a fuck what you think, and he's happy about it.
He's happy about it. Yeah.
And that's what the song's called, Happy. You know,
shit. Yeah.
HAPI, not happy, but. And then later in the song, there's that verse where it's like, I can see the ripple, I can see the changes. Oh, I can feel the.
Oh
rainbow.
yeah, I like that part. I like that.
That's
part.
the guy. That's the man playing in the woods.
Oh shit!
Because you might think it's out of tune, but it ain't got shit to do with you. Oh my god.
Oh shit! It got shit to do with you. Damn. Yeah, they got some like real good like they're just like very smart like music makers.
Oh, and they've got like specials. Like this is a great album. Like I will look back on this.
Yeah.
Like almost classically,
I listened,
you know?
I was like, "Damn, how did I not know this dropped?" First of all,
yeah,
second
2020
of all,
dropped.
Why have I not heard about it? Like, I have not
Nobody
heard a
talking
single
about
peep
it.
about that album.
I remember hearing about it when it dropped, like the day of, and never again.
Yeah,
because I saw like Earth Gang tweet about it.
Yeah, that's it. God, that's just such a perfect combo: Spillage Village, Earth Gang, JID.
Well, that's what's crazy. Spillage Village is Earth Gang and JID.
Oh,
and,
is it?
And then a few other people.
Oh shit! Okay,
you know,
I thought it. Okay.
Like so it does say like JID, Earth Gang, and Spillage Village, but I'm pretty sure Earth Gang started Spillage Village, and JID was like the first other member, which is weird.
Yeah,
but that's why they also got Black on some songs because Black is also technically a member of Spillage Village.
Okay,
like they've got. Like,
damn,
it's a deep catalog they've got.
Really...
I like looked up like everybody you see featured is a part of Spillage Village, like Mariba and all those people.
I never really looked into it like that.
Yeah, I only looked into it recently. Like the only people who are featured that like aren't a part of it is like Chance the Rapper, and Lucky Day. But like everyone else is pretty much, and Country Wayne.
Okay.
Everyone else is pretty much in Spillage Village, which is just like it's a pretty big collective that I didn't realize.
Chance the Rapper's been getting some surprise placements. I feel like.
Oh, where else you seen him?
He was on another song. It was fucking it was not. It was like it was harder music than I thought I would see him featured on. I can't. Was it? Maybe it was a Code. No, not. No, was it a Code of the Friend song? I can't remember.
I'm not sure, but
it was.
You know what's crazy? The Grammys just happened.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Our rap album of the year went to Nas.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't even know who dropped the album.
Yeah, I mean, 2020 was a shitstorm of a year. You know, a lot of stuff got lost in it, and this Nas album for me was one of those things.
Yeah.
I did, however, listen to the other releases like Royce da 5'9's I got around to, Jay Electronica's I did fucking who else was up for 2021?
Wait, Jay Electronica was up?
Yeah, Written Testimony was up for it.
I don't know. Written Testimony should have gotten it maybe. Either Written Testimony or Alfredo, I think.
Alfredo was up for it.
Yeah.
Well, there was one more. Let me check real quick. Look. It will not show me when I Google search it, and I refuse to look any closer. But there was another, I feel bad for leaving him out. But I'd also listened to that. But the only one I hadn't listened to was the one that won, and I was really annoyed.
Yeah, no, that is kind of annoying. Yeah, but I've been listening to a lot of different shit, I guess. Code of the Friend,
dropping
Benny the Butcher. Yeah, we're both dropping soon tonight, apparently.
Yeah, tonight, Code of the Friend and Benny the Butcher.
Both of them? Really? That's so wild.
Yep, they both got some shit coming.
Huh. Yeah. That's
Oh,
absurd.
and I mean, Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak about to drop the most classic album ever.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
No.
Silk Sonic is the shit, and they're called Silk Sonic. That's epic.
That's epic.
That's fucking awesome.
Like they came up with something there. Like that's gonna. I hope that sticks around.
Yo, Leave the Door Open that shit slaps.
Oh yeah, no, I've only listened to it once, but I remember loving it.
Oh, I mean, Anderson .Paak is just too smooth, and like, I didn't expect this combo to be one that would like. I knew it was gonna be good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like they're both talented artists. I knew they would bring it together, but like I was fascinated to see how. And like the fact that they jumped on this like 70s vibe is just perfect for both of them.
Yeah, no,
I just loved it.
No, and especially like Bruno Mars is just a living period piece. Like that's all he is,
dude. And
it's crazy how Bruno Mars came.
What you doing? Where you at? Oh, you got plans. Don't say that.
Yeah. Bruno Mars's voice is just ridiculous. Like thinking about like when he was coming out when we were in like 5th grade, fucking to now, just
absurd.
Like, he's kind of got like Weeknd level status, and I mean the Weeknd came out even later than Bruno Mars did. I feel like.
Nah, bro. House of Balloons turns 10 this weekend.
What?
10 years old. House of Balloons by The Weeknd turns.
Wow.
I said that sentence very Yoda-like, but
damn. Yeah, no, that's
since
crazy.
House of Balloons.
So many people still don't know about The Weeknd's mixtapes.
It's getting put on streaming services with original. With the original sampling and mixing and stuff with like the Aaliyah samples and stuff like that.
Oh shit, bad. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
That might be dropping tonight too.
Oh, really?
Strangely enough, we might have a very good night for music
Holy
on our
shit,
hands.
Yeah. I fucking I've been listening to Mac Miller's Faces too. Which have you listened to that?
Yeah, I've made my runnings through Mac Miller's catalog multiple times over now.
Yeah, and like I find that album very interesting because like that's the album that comes out right before Swimming or mixtape that comes out before Swimming where he's like, apparently very depressed and like using drugs the most that he ever had. And like you can kind of tell that there's this sort of existential, like looming
dread.
Yeah.
And
like just the sounds are so like absurd on there. Honestly, like somebody who was doing a lot of drugs clearly made that project, but it's still very good.
Oh yeah, I mean like a lot of the shit he did was very, very good. He was a very, very great artist and very underrated in his evolution because like it didn't just happen all of a sudden with Swimming.
No.
Like he didn't just like become all of a sudden a very sophisticated, like well-rounded artist, Like I mean, because like he definitely worked his way there, but for a while he was the college rap.
He was the college rap.
Yeah. But he eventually got and like Divine Feminine comes in. Macalicious, I think is what it's called. Macadelic.
Uh-huh.
Not Macalicious.
I listened to what's the one with the white background? Not Macadelic. You know what I'm
Blue Slide Park?
No, it's a white background. It's like
Good AM.
Good AM. Yeah, I've been listening to Good AM a lot too.
I mean, I'm always listening to Swimming in Circles, like for sure, no doubt.
Yeah.
But I revisited.
I've kind of played. I think I've played out those albums. I'm not gonna lie.
No shit.
Yeah, like I was just playing too much.
They've managed to stay in rotation for me all this time. Like, I've gotten away from like listening to whole albums altogether again. I'm usually just shuffling music.
Yeah.
So I shuffle the same playlist a lot, and a lot of times I'll get some good news. I'll get some fucking. Conversations Part 1, shit like that.
Yeah.
And I'm never gonna skip a Mac song.
Oh, yeah.
I'm always gonna listen. But
That's fair.
gosh, I mean, some Kid Cudi, Man on the Moon 3 dropped and stuff a few months back, so I listened to that. And obviously, I'd take any opportunity I can to go back through Cudi's discography.
Oh yeah.
They're about to put The Kid Named Cudi on streaming services too.
Oh, I heard about that.
Which is going to be fucking great because I love that mixtape, bro. No. That shit is fantastic.
I've only listened to it once. I don't remember it well, but I know it was good.
My dad had it on CD, so I inherited that when I got my car.
There you go.
I listened to that a whole bunch. But
driving around with pizzas.
that's right. There's 50 ways to make a record. Just spinning. But gosh, music wise, I've been listening to a lot more pop because of Emily.
What kind of pop?
No, and like, no complaints here. There's a reason it's popular. It bops a little bit. It's just not my first choice, you know. We got a lot of Harry Styles in there.
Ooh, okay.
Fine Line was a good album. I'm not gonna lie. Fine Line is a good
you were
album.
telling me you were on the Taylor Swift bandwagon too a while back.
I still am. Still am. She won Album of the Year, which is fucking great.
Okay.
I was excited.
I can't say I was excited as well when I saw that. But you're doing a good job, you know?
Yeah. You know, I'm a supportive boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
You know, she loves her some Taylor Swift. She lets me podcast about nerd shit for 2 hours at a time. I'm excited when Taylor Swift wins Album of the Year.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, I got you. That's funny, yeah. Claire's kind of like that too. She listens to like more alternative stuff though. Some of it's actually not bad. It's
there's no, don't get me wrong. Like I like Emily's music taste a lot. I don't have any qualms there. We've also got a lot of alternative stuff in there. That's just her favorite artists are Harry Styles and Taylor Swift.
So you get a lot of that.
I get a lot of that.
Yeah.
And I don't mind it.
Honestly,
you know?
don't listen
I can listen to Watermelon Sugar over and over. There's a reason it won record or the song of the year or whatever. Watermelon Sugar, high. Watermelon Sugar, high. Shit slaps.
I don't actually think I like listen to my favorite artist all that often.
Oh, I certainly don't.
Like
I don't listen to J. Cole very often, but I regard him as probably my favorite artist.
Lamar, or I just don't listen to really.
And if I do, I'm listening to their albums.
Yeah.
Like consecutively.
Right, exactly.
I get into like a binge mode for them, you know?
Right. Yeah, no, definitely. But for the most part, I just kind of skip around.
Yeah, 100%. And like, there's multiple artists like that for me. Like Tyler. I don't listen to a lot of Tyler shit casually.
I don't listen to Tyler that much
because
either.
anytime I listen to a random song off Flower Boy, it feels out of place. I've got to listen to the whole thing.
The whole thing, yeah.
Or Igor, especially Igor.
Oh,
like
yeah.
if I'm listening to one song off Igor, I'm like, well, it's got to be like Earthquake.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm like, I got to skip because I have to hear the song before it, and I have to hear the song after it.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair. That makes sense. Listen to a lot of Freddie Gibbs too. I fuck with Freddie Gibbs.
He's too good.
He's up there.
I was talking to my dad the other day about just rap music in general, about like, cause we were kind of doing the same thing that me and you are doing right now, catching up on like the music we've been listening to and stuff. And I was showing him Spilligion and he was just like, I'm not going to lie to you. Like just for the last couple years in general, I'm generally unimpressed.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not going to lie to you, Dad. So am I. Yeah. Like overall, we just haven't, and because of COVID and stuff, that's a huge part, you know, not a lot of touring going on. Yeah. So why put out an album? And that's understandable. Mm-hmm. But, on the whole, it has been underwhelming. Even going back to 2019 wasn't a spectacular year. You know, like that year we didn't get a J. Cole drop. That year we didn't get a Kendrick drop.
No,
you know,
no, we haven't. Not in years.
Not in years. And like that year we didn't get Frank Ocean. Like none of this shit. You know.
Yeah. What the fuck is going on with Frank? I hope he's okay.
I hope so too. He's probably never dropping again. But COVID really fucked his release. You know he was going to put out shit because he had like DHL In My Room. Yep. Like all that shit was dropping back when we were still recording up at William Jewell.
Yeah, those are the days.
Fucking year and a half ago.
That's
we're
so
coming up. We're
wild.
Coming up on 2 years since Penny Bloom started.
Damn.
In May.
2 years. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a jam-packed 2 years.
It's been a wild 2 years, man. A lot has happened.
Yeah, a lot has happened. It's gone eerily quickly. Mm-hmm.
Like, since we've left high school, it's like that. Like that's basically what it's been. Essentially, like minus first semester of freshman year.
Damn. Yeah. No, that's a fact. Shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't feel nearly like the same person I was.
Like, not one bit. Not like even when we started this podcast. Like very different. Very different. A lot smarter, I think.
I like to think so, but you know.
But that's what's funny too is that like I'll go back like and I'll think about some of the shit I wrote in the newspaper, and I'll go, God. I sure thought I knew what I was talking
Oh
about.
yeah, no, I kind of wish I still had some old copy. Like maybe I do somewhere, but
I have some of the stories I wrote, but like, I'll think about some of the shit I wrote and I'll go, God, I know what I wanted to say.
yeah.
I just didn't have the knowledge to know what I was saying.
To articulate
You know,
it the
because
way
like
you
I knew in general what I wanted to say, but I didn't have the fucking practice. Yeah, like I can fucking read books for days now. Like I couldn't then.
Yeah.
I wasn't reading about the shit that I wrote about.
No.
Which is just like wildly irresponsible.
Yeah,
Wildly
irresponsible.
irresponsible journalism.
Yeah.
But like
wildly. Yeah, no, that's why it used to take me a long time sometimes to write articles when I would like try to read some shit. It would just take me so long to write articles. Like, I'm kind of glad to have journalism behind me. I told myself I'd write some articles this year. I ain't write shit.
nah.
No, I'm not. I can't do that.
It's just not appealing anymore.
No.
It's like what I'm doing here right now is essentially all I ever wanted to do in journalism.
Yeah.
I did not have to spend thousands of dollars to do this right here.
Have to. You did not have to get that degree. You
See, and that's
just
the thing.
did it.
And that's the thing. Like, that's a whole other conversation. But since we've been talking about music, shall we move on to movies?
Sounds good.
This very morning, I watched the Snyder Cut of the Justice League, which highly, highly anticipated. Mm-hmm. Just monstrous appeal. Everyone excited about this movie. And I gotta say, I could not be disappointed.
Okay.
Not one bit.
It's on HBO?
HBO Max. Yeah. The original Justice League, it had its flaws, certainly. Overall entertaining. I wouldn't say it was great or good even, but it was entertaining enough. You know, I was happy I watched it once. Mm-hmm. But the problem was that you didn't get any developing in the story. You got a series of events all in a line, and they were just like, this is how a story unfolded. It was very comic booky. Like, it felt like a comic book. It was just, they just didn't elaborate on anything. It was just like, this is what's happening. You know, we are getting a group of heroes together. Cool.
With that much money behind it, you're like, hey, develop that story a little bit more.
And I'll tell you what, it took 4 hours, but they did it. Because they fledged out the story more. They even added some storylines. They changed a lot of things. And it made it a lot better. Like, I was thoroughly enthralled by the end of it. Yeah. And I mean, not just by the end of it. If it took that long for me to get enthralled, I would have left earlier. But but like at a certain point in the movie, I was like, okay, this is very cool. Because like at a point, 30 minutes into the Snyder Cut was like 12 minutes into the original Justice League.
Oh shit!
So I was like, I already have way more than I would have before, and I appreciated that tenfold. Like it was just so much better.
Exactly.
Everyone gets a kind of hero moment, you know, and you lack that, or you don't lack that in the first one. It's nothing but the hero moments in the first one. And then it's like, okay, now you get like reasoning behind some of these hero moments. Like the emotional feel is more behind them. Yeah. And like the character Cyborg, not nearly fledged out enough in Justice League, like the original cut. Yeah. Zack Snyder's, they really zero in on Cyborg. Okay. And like he was crucial to the story. Like that was very important for them to do. That's like, it's just astonishing that the studio ever, like, and the reason is that it was 4 hours long. Like that ultimately is they were like, we're going to put this in theaters. We can't make it 4 fucking hours.
We can't make it 4 hours. Yeah. No, there's no way anybody's going to watch that.
But judging by like the epilogue and stuff, it seemed like Zack Snyder was setting up stuff for like down the line with DC. Okay. But he seems to be under the impression this is his last DC project. But it seems like he was like, he tried to go out.
Zack's the Snyder Cut?
Yeah.
That's awesome to have your name part of the like.
Oh, Zack Snyder's Justice League is what it's titled.
Oh shit.
Which is pretty badass.
That's pretty badass.
He won't, I don't think he'll get like the monetary benefit he would have if it went to theaters. But, you know, still,
yeah. I'm honestly like very intrigued by this. I have shit to do tonight, but I feel like I'm gonna finagle away.
I woke up bright and fucking early for this, buddy. I woke up at 6:30.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, fuck it. I might watch it tonight. Like, I don't.
It's a commitment, but it's fucking. And honestly, I hardly felt like it was a long movie, no doubt. Like you feel it because it's a 4-hour movie, but like I got to the end of it and I was like, all of it felt necessary. Like, that's what was crazy about it, is that, like, it really needed 4 hours to fledge out this story.
Mm.
And the CGI and stuff, a lot better.
Okay.
Not a lot better, but, like, they changed the look of things on a lot of shots, and it's like,
and I feel like
the whole ending sequence is shot at, like, different angles. Like, it's like they did, like, a whole new thing here.
And I feel like it might be cool to watch it having a vague memory of the first one, because I remember watching the first one and thinking, what the fuck just happened?
Oh, and that's absolutely the reason that, like, I could, like, properly enjoy it, is that I did not have, like, a rewatch of Justice League right before, because then I'd have really been I'd have really been zeroing in on the same exact things. Wouldn't have appreciated the whole thing. But having taken a break from it, just watching the Snyder Cut out of the blue, it was good. Like, I really, really liked it. And it didn't feel Marvel, you know, like it still felt genuinely DC to me, but it was as good as it's probably been, in my opinion, besides, like, the Dark Knight trilogy. I just mean, like, modern DCEU, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's as good or better than it's ever been. Zack Snyder Cut is.
Okay, yeah. I might fuck around and see what I can do about that.
You might have to.
Got class at 9, but you know what? Fuck it.
Hey, fuck it.
Stayed up to 4 a.m. last night. I don't know why.
I'm gonna have to stay up till 2 a.m. tonight for the Falcon and Winter Soldier drop.
Shit. It's dedication.
Woke up at 6:30 this morning, mind you. It will be a commitment.
It will be a commitment.
I will be getting coffee at about 11 p.m.
Yeah, that sounds like a smart move.
Yeah. But, anything that's, like, stuck out to you recently that you've watched?
What have I watched?
Doesn't have to be brand new or anything, just anything.
Yeah. No, I mean, honestly, the only thing that I'm really keeping up with is Attack on Titan, which is, like, actually going fucking insane. Like, everything that a final season should be. Like, they hyped up this final season like it was Game of Thrones season 8, and then turned out even better. Like, this shit's
it's an actually good final season.
Oh my god! We're not even halfway through, because it's like the 13th episode it was supposed to come out last week, but there's a earthquake in Japan or some shit. So they didn't release it. But, like, they were on episode 13, and it's going to be a 2-parter to the 4th season. So, like, we're only in the first part.
Wait, is there is there gonna be, like, a break?
Yeah, there's gonna be a break.
Oh, fuck yeah! I'm catching up in that break then.
Oh yeah, no, you can. It's all.
I was under the impression the series finale was coming up soon.
No.
I was gonna give up, wait until it was over, and then watch it. But since there is gonna be a gap between a 2-part, oh fuck yeah!
And
I'm gonna be in on that next season.
And there's already 13 episodes in this part 1, so I'm like, I know part 2 is about to, because, like, there's still, and I know some spoilers from the manga. And there's still so far to fucking go. Like, I just know some, like, endpoint facts, and I'm like, how the fuck do we end up there? Like, what? None of this even resembles that yet. And that's just, like, how the show works, which is why I think Game of Thrones was, like, so good in one sense, is because, you know, you think to the beginning of season 1 to the end of season 1, you're like, wow, the fuck? How the fuck
it goes
did
a
we
long
get here?
way.
It goes a long way, and that's why, like, it's engaging. And then season 8, it's like you kind of know what's going to happen, and then everything happens, and then it's not as fun.
Well, and that's another thing that, like, when we're discussing Game of Thrones and, like, Attack on Titan, I'm sure there's, like, theories galore about it and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But I'm sure you also kind of have to go seek that out.
Oh yeah.
When Game of Thrones was on, you had somebody theorizing on your Twitter timeline every few tweets. like it was an expectation management thing at that point. Like, we had big ideas for Game of Thrones season 8, and some of them just didn't pan out one bit. And, like, same thing with, like, WandaVision recently. Like, people had, like, crazy theories that, like, couldn't possibly have happened. And, like, looking back as you're watching, you're like, oh fuck yeah, of course this is gonna happen,
of course,
duh.
Yeah.
No, it turns out it's just a simple story about grief.
Story. Yeah.
Actually, this has nothing to do with the comic book demon that they have never mentioned once.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
And, but I'm happy to hear that Attack on Titan is really fucking I've heard, like, it's like borderline greatest show of all time type shit. Not just anime, greatest show of all time type shit.
I rewatched part of season 3 a couple weeks ago, and I just kind of sat back and I had that thought. I was like, this may just well be one of the best stories straight up I've ever seen televised. Like, it is, like, a very, like, it just goes so many, like, it ties itself together in such phenomenal ways. Like, oh no, I wasn't even watching season 3. I was watching like episode 12 or 11 of from the first part of this 4th season, and like,
got you.
they brought some shit back from like a character who had died, who was like one of the OGs who had recently died, like who had died this season, and I was just like, bruh, the way that they brought this shit full circle. The way that they brought this shit full, like, these payoffs are amazing, like, and that's what you want in a final season, right?
Absolutely.
It's just like resolutions and like ways to just feel that you have completed like the journey, the character arcs, and that you were satisfied,
and that you're not taking shortcuts to
right. Because like when this character dies, like you're probably like, damn, why did she have to die? But they bring it into context in terms of other stories and other characters in the story, and then you're just like, okay, this is actually the dopest way for her character plot to have ended.
Man, I'm gonna watch it. Like, I'm going to catch up.
And it's just some real, it's some real shit. Like you want like something that's like, I don't know. It's not, I guess it is drama heavy, but it's like the narrative and stuff is, very unpredictable. So it's like, you're not like getting overly dramatized scenes. You're just getting like the right dose of drama, and then like, you know, moments of levity where they kind of like take a break. There was one moment in this season where that happened, and like the dude was just, there was like they were mounting, was that this season? Maybe that was season 3. They were a coup was happening. I was just go ahead and spoil it. A coup was happening, and they're like, what should we do? And the dude just like, it's all serious, and he just goes, I don't know. Surrender? Like straight up, like dead ass serious, like just like weird shit like that, and it's just like it keeps you engaged.
Yeah, it's just like you never know what might happen.
And then you just even forget that you're watching an anime. You're like, no, this is like
it's a straight up drama.
This is
it's a war drama.
Yeah, like there's no difference between this and something with actors. In fact, this might be better, more dynamic.
That's the power of animation potentially. Like, I'm tired of people, like, and this is going way more and more, but I'm tired of like my mother and father not being willing to watch animation because they're afraid it's for children.
Yeah.
I promise you, Father, BoJack Horseman is not for children.
No, neither is Attack on Titan. Actually, Attack on Titan is technically a horror anime, and they didn't really go hard with the horror themes until this last season. But like, they're very tasteful. Like, it's not like it's not jump scare shit. It's not jump scare shit, but it is a horrific story that you were experiencing, and you're realizing that.
Man, I'm really excited to catch up to that.
No,
then.
You definitely should.
Since we're going back and forth here, I'll just start talking about another movie that I watched recently. Judas and the Black Messiah. Fucking great. It was obviously like from a political standpoint, I have some concerns about the movie ever being made. I appreciate that these stories can be told, but like selling revolution and communist ideas in a movie,
well, it already means
put out by a corporation,
right? Which it means the ideas will be doctored a bit. It seems like.
Well, not only that they'll be doctored, but that it's just so cocky.
Yeah,
and such a like that's what the Black Panther Party was, a communist party.
Yeah.
They weren't big on giant movie studios, bro.
No.
Like, the fact that this movie was made is pretty just kind of like from a political standpoint, kind of sad.
Kind of sad. They're monopolizing on,
like the fact that, you know, the Fred Hampton house was recently condemned and sold back to the government, and the budget for the movie was millions of dollars.
Right.
Okay. Like maybe we could preserve history a little bit more in real life too.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
Just some thoughts.
Yeah, just some. Those are just some cosmetics. But
generally, the movie though was fucking great. Like, I really, really enjoyed it. I would follow Fred Hampton anywhere.
Fred Hampton was the spy, right?
No, the spy was played by Lakeith Stanfield, and he was Fred Hampton was the leader of Chicago's Black Panther Party.
Okay.
Their sect of the Black Panther Party. And he was like the guy. Like, it was, besides the founders of the Black Panther Party, Like, you knew Fred Hampton if you knew anything else about the Black Panther Party. And his story is intense, man. It's just because, like, the fact that he wasn't a founder, that he was just someone in Chicago who took up 21 years old in charge of the Black Panther, like, practically in charge of the Black Panther Party.
Yeah. Huey Newton was like 19.
Yeah, Huey Newton was 20.
They were kids.
Yeah,
like,
they were
little
kids. Angela Davis back then was fucking 21. Like, yo, that's absurd.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But just the way Fred Hampton got his message across and stuff, like, he appealed to, like, in the movie, he appealed to literally everyone he possibly could.
Yeah.
Like, didn't want to invoke violence one bit. Like, they went to this, I'll spoil one part of the movie. They went to this meeting for, like, Southern people. They had, like, a Confederate flag up and stuff. Southern pride type of thing.
Yeah.
And they walk in, and some of the Black Panthers are like, not this fucking flag. Like, da-da-da. But they walk into this meeting to show them that, like, they're not like, you are being treated the same.
Yeah.
Like, kind of, like, because they were a bunch of poor white people.
Yeah.
So he's like, I want you to realize that you are like, you're talking about your oppression and how, like, you aren't then join us. You ain't got to be opposite of us. You know, like, you could be with us. You could be helping us. And, like, ultimately, like, and that's what was cool about Fred Hampton. And that's why he was so scary to the FBI and the CIA and shit like
Same
that.
thing
because
with Bobby Seale and Huey Newton.
They were uniting people.
Yeah, they were, like, exactly. Which was the scary thing.
Which was the scary thing. They were uniting people under ideas of revolution. Like, God, and some of the sequences and like, ultimately, that movie overall, heartbreaking. Obviously, because if you know anything about Fred Hampton, you probably know how the story ends. Yeah. And that just makes some parts of the movie sting throughout, because, like, Fred Hampton has a love story in the movie. Yeah. Dude, and, like, the dynamic for, like, Lakeith Stanfield's character, heartbreaking. I think his name was Bill. But fuck, like, it's like the toll it takes on him, like, having been a snitch. Yeah. And, like, it shows, like, the failings of our system in itself, like, taking advantage of him. Like, because he was just stealing cars, right? Right. He was stealing cars. An agent catches him, and he's like, we're going to turn you into a spy. And they're like, and he's like, I don't really want, he's like, well, then we're going to put you in jail for this car shit you did. Yeah. And then he has to be a spy. Then he has to. You know? Right. And it's like,
yeah, no, that's a sad and very unfortunate position to
100%
be in.
But like they also strike this interesting dynamic with his character as to, like, is it on him? Like, is it greed purely? Because, like, he also got paid, he got compensated. It wasn't just that he didn't go to prison. Yeah, he got paid like $200,000 modern day. Oh, wow. Like, what would have been then? But yeah, they just asked some interesting questions with him. Like, is he a rat? Like, is he the villain here? Yeah, he the villain? In part, yeah. He was also a victim. He was also a victim, but, like, it's...
Yeah, but he was just kind of the instrument of the villain. An extension of the villain.
No doubt. But overall, fucking phenomenal movie. Like, it was heavy, too. Like, you walk out of there and you're like, it sticks with you for a second.
Yeah. No, I bet it does. Those movies always kind of produce an emotional reaction.
It was just overall just fucking phenomenal. Anything else you got?
I don't think I've seen any other movies recently.
Me and Emily been watching a whole bunch of movies. I could talk about the movies we've been watching, bro.
I've been watching Cowboy Bebop a lot. Like, those are just like, those are episodes that have so much replay value because they're so, like, abstract and sparse. Like, it's like there's no definable story, like, plot or anything like that. Yeah, another Anime Samurai Champloo I've been watching is kind of like that. Because most of the time when I'm watching something, like, I'm just, like, looking for, like, a brief, like, thing, and, like, not something with a...
And that's what sitcoms are very, very appealing for, too.
Right.
Yeah, like, we recently watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine through again, which is fun, and it's a lot more fun whenever we're like fuck cops the whole time. It's like, haha, that fucking sucked. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Yeah.
It's like actually pointing out the flaws and like, well, and that's what's funny too, is at some point it almost seems like they're making fun of cops.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they are in some ways.
I mean, and in some ways it's also a little bit of a, there's a little bit of propaganda going on, but like not a ton of it. They try their best to address some issues, but ultimately, whenever they try to address those issues, it ends up prevailing the police side because they're the police.
Yeah, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense.
So yeah, it's just it's a fun watch, but it's super funny too. I mean, Andy Samberg's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
and that's what's the recent anti-police sentiment is probably what's really causing its send-off in season 8 here, because they couldn't have foreseen that, man. They started the show in 2011, really.
Yeah,
and like last year there were calls for like Brooklyn Nine-Nine to be like, yo, just cut it off. Cut it off.
Get the fuck out of the cop business. Get the fuck out of the cop shit. We don't fuck with that. We don't need to be fucking with that. But what's funny is I did see a tweet from No Name today, and it was like, glad the Black Lives Matter phase is over and we can get back to
the Black Power.
Yeah. And I was like, that's funny comment, because I haven't heard nearly as much about Black Lives Matter as I was a little under a year ago.
True. Well, that was in light of some of the I feel like that was in light of some of the the Asian hate stuff.
What do you mean? Like
in light of the recent shooting that happened. Like she was on Twitter talking about how like it's not just black people going through it. She did, and like obviously that was always there and stuff. But she didn't say like all lives matter or anything. But she did try to make the point that like it's like we can't just have this saying Black Lives Matter to white supremacists, because inherently the black community already knows that Black Lives Matter. But white supremacists aren't going to listen to Black Lives Matter. Yeah. Maybe they'll listen to a statement that's like, it's like Black Power. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so, that's I think that is important, especially when you like consider that like Black Lives Matter is, in a lot of ways coalitional, in a lot of ways trying to, in more palatable ways, more watered down ways, adopt the sort of politics that Panther politics were, and none of that is ever it's always pro-black, but it's never exclusive. Like it's, and that's such a hard idea for people to understand with it, is like when they're like talking about sort of what it means to have liberation. And like this was actually one of Huey Newton's revelations, like after he gets out of prison, when he's falsely in prison for murder, he talks about how like he realizes that the problem of the oppressor is a global one, and so the oppressed globally have to like create coalitions that contest the global dominance of white supremacy, not just the American dominance, because it's sort of the vindictive game of the government to want to isolate the coalition to one country so that they can make sort of contingent measures and small concessions, but not actually give up any of the global power that impresses their ideology.
It runs too deep.
It runs too deep.
It runs too damn deep.
It runs too damn deep.
Like it's scary how deep it, like it's not a part of the government I trust. Not like it's just cut like, cause like built upon this. Yeah. It can't be trustworthy. Like it can't be good. No. You know, built upon what it's been built upon.
No, not at all. You must question, you must criticize, you must analyze.
And like it ain't gotta be more difficult than that. You gotta think like, man, we done some fucked up shit. Huh. I wonder if we have to do that fucked up shit. Wait, we don't have to do that fucked up shit?
That's wild. Who would have known?
I wouldn't have. I thought war was all about who could kill more people when I was younger, because it seemed like that's how America won.
Yeah, it seemed like that's how America won, and you're like, I wonder how many people died. You know.
Like, then you get older and you're like,
oh, it's way more.
Hopefully you get older and you think like, oh, that's actually fucking terrible.
Yeah, Yeah.
Like, and who knows how many countless people were killing and counting as casualties of war when they're civilians.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's chaos conflict.
It's just, it's creating this chaos so that we can hoard more power.
Oh yeah.
It's like the system ain't broken. It's working exactly how it's supposed to.
Exactly how it always has as well, and it's you know, you start to really have to think through some of these arguments about like why Black Power is so dangerous to the government, and why organizing the people against imperialist power is always stamped out so fiercely. Because it seems like they would only do that when they were, you know, really scared. Think about it. The CIA killed Huey Newton and Bobby Seale. The CIA. Who kills Fred Hampton?
FBI, I'm pretty sure.
FBI.
FBI, I'm pretty sure.
CIA and FBI. These are like
government agencies.
Government agencies. One is a national crime agency, and the other is an international crime agency.
And they do not have checks and balances. They don't have to go through the president. You know, like they don't. I don't think they take their investigations to Congress.
No,
you know, no, they do what they want.
Yeah,
because they can. Doesn't seem appropriate.
Doesn't seem appropriate. Something might have gone wrong there.
I gotta say, and that's the thing, is that like, when we talk about these things, it's like so much of it is just based in racism. Like almost all of it. Like the country's history is steeped and built upon racism, which is just fucking crazy. How did that ever happen? Like, it's astonishing. And like, I saw No Name was tweeting the other day about like, if there's any books you can read, make sure it's about how Europe destabilized Africa and like made it the way it's perceived. You know?
Yeah, and that's a very important context to have, because that's how the function of ideology occurs, which always replicates that sort of overdetermination. In the same way it does with gender, in the same way it does with gender reveals, where they're overdetermining the gender of the child, they're overdetermining the fate of the non-white child.
Man. Shout out Brooklyn Nine-Nine for getting us there.
Yeah, shout out Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Crazy. Got us deep there.
It did.
But since we were talking so much just the systems in our country, another movie I watched recently was Cherry. And this movie is with Tom Holland. It's an Apple TV Plus original. And it's about a guy who ends up getting recruited to the military. Yeah. You know, and it's the story of how he was in a low place at the moment when he signed up for the military. The military recruiter kind of egged him on a little bit into registering for the army and stuff. And then it's just a really sad, typical story. You know, goes to war, sees some shit, comes back, got PTSD. He's not doing well. Gets addicted to drugs. Government's not helping him out. You know, he starts robbing banks, shit like that. Like it just, it's a sad fucking story, and it's all just about how like, it's kind of like, it reminded me of the Joker. Not in any of its like practical themes, because like, obviously you're not supposed to like, the Joker.
Right.
You're supposed to kind of be like, God, the system has failed this guy. And that's how you're kind of supposed to feel about Tom Holland and Cherry. You're supposed to kind of feel like, God, this guy could just never catch a fucking break after he signed up for the army. And that movie makes it pretty clear that it is the military's fault that his life is fucked up.
Veterans Affairs is not a real thriving area of government.
Nah, and it's just sad. It's sad that even the thing that our government holds up most, that it's like we protect and we
and that you fight for your freedom. And
fight
those
for.
who, I
They
guess,
fight for our freedom. They are the supposedly the biggest heroes in the country.
Yep.
And you treat them like that when they get home?
Yeah.
Like, at least be true to your word.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm anti-military and stuff, so I ain't gonna be like. I think it's a tough issue to talk about, but like, just out of a decency thing, like, fuck, if you gonna talk about it, be about it. Like, you love your veterans, treat them like it.
Exactly.
You know, like, goddamn,
if they're worth the world. I'm sure you can go into a little more debt for them. It will be okay.
That's overall just the problem with everything. We're already in so much debt. Who do we owe? How is the world in debt?
China.
The entire world is in debt.
The entire world is in debt to who? God.
To who?
God.
We
owe this shit to the Creator.
Bro, cancel it then.
Alhamdulillah.
Fuck it. Nobody owes anything to anybody. Clear the slate.
Clear the slate.
Just say we're in too deep now. It's not recovering. Right? Like how all of a sudden are we going to find some sort of economic prosperity that just turns shit around?
Modern day Thanos is just you snap and you erase half the world's debt.
Right. Right.
And then half, so it's almost like half the people die, the rich people who were owed the debt, and then half the people live who owed the debt. I like
so
that.
Everyone owes the debt.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
I mean, all this could be solved if we just like tax the rich like crazy. But I mean, it could. Let's just be real.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It could. Just simple. I mean, like a third of the the military's budget could like solve a whole lot of shit worldwide. But, you know, we're just going to keep making bombs.
Yep.
Because that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think any other 2021 movies that I've watched recently. Oh, yeah. Just the other night I went and saw Raya and the Last Dragon.
How was that?
Pixar movie, the new one. It's got Kelly Marie Tran voicing the main character. Raya, she was in The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker as oh shoot, what was her character's name? How am I blanking?
In theaters?
Yeah, Rose. That was her character, right? I hope I'm not Rose Tico. Yeah, I'm not fucking that up. I'm right. Okay. But it was actually phenomenal. I'm not a huge like, oh my God, I love Pixar because it sounds a little weird when you're 21. But I often do enjoy their movies. Like, it's just that they make movies that appeal to everybody. It's just the facts of them. That's how they make them. So that if you're watching it with a child, you will also enjoy it.
Yeah.
I went and saw this in theaters, and it was phenomenal. Very visually pleasing. Awkwafina is a voice in it too, and I think she's hilarious. She's got a great voice too. So I just love I love hearing her voice come through on the screen. And I didn't read anything about it before going into it besides Kelly Marie Tran was the main character's voice.
Okay.
So when I heard Awkwafina's voice, I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a really fascinating story, and it's set in a fantastical world, but it's all about like warring nations and them coming together ultimately, you know, and like it's a nice sentiment.
Okay.
It's a very like, if you're bogged down by like what the real world is like, you should probably watch Raya and the Last Dragon. It'll bring you up for a little bit. It's like, God, if we could have Kumandra, everything would be okay.
Yeah, I got you.
Kumandra is one of the movies.
Maybe,
world peace, practically.
I might watch that. I'm sure Claire would like to watch an animated movie. I think she's into those. I always say no whenever she tries to. Because I'm like, I'm sorry, I just do not want to watch Avatar.
Well, what's interesting about Avatar, and the reason that like I'm cool with Avatar, is because I know it was in part created by Dave Filoni.
Oh yeah.
Who does a lot of Star Wars shit. So like I haven't gone back and watched Avatar because I also feel like it's one of those things that if you didn't really watch it when you were younger, did you watch it when you were younger?
No,
I didn't really either. I feel like you're banking on a lot of nostalgia with Avatar.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why a lot of people like it.
Yeah,
because I'll watch a few episodes and like, it's solid. It's not bad or anything, but it's like,
it's just Americans' chance to say they watch anime.
Yep.
Which is, because it's the most similar cartoon to an anime.
Well, it is the simplest. Like it's an introduction to anime practically for like children. Because like that's when we watched it. Is when you were a kid.
Yeah. But like not. I don't know.
If you're already watching like Death Note and stuff, you don't need to go revisit Avatar:
yeah.
The Last Airbender.
I was like, I haven't seen one fight, and it's been 2 episodes. Fuck this shit. I'm out.
And honestly, that's fair. Honestly, that's fair. We've been taking note of all the movies we've been watching. So here, let me find some. We watched the new Tom and Jerry movie.
Okay.
I loved Tom and Jerry when I was a kid, so of course I was going to hop on this when it jumped on HBO Max, and it was entertaining. Again, not going to be like, oh my god, this was fucking great. You know, It was funny, it was cute, it was an enjoyable watch. It also had Michael Pena in it, who I fucking love. So anytime I can see him, it's great. And Tom and Jerry are a classic combo there. So I'm down for that. I watched Fantastic Mr. Fox for the first time ever.
Yeah, I don't think I know what that is.
It's a Wes Anderson film. It's on Disney Plus now. It came out forever ago. Wes Anderson's just absurdly talented, very well renowned. And I've always heard good things about this movie, but I've never actually watched it. And it was highly entertaining. I was scared. I felt like I was going to get freaked the fuck out while I was watching it because the animation and stuff is extremely weird.
Okay.
And the Fox main character geeked me out originally, but overall ends up being a solid movie.
Yeah.
It's a solid one overall. I saw Ready Player One for the first time in a while.
That shit's fire.
I love it.
That shit is
the culmination of pop culture.
Yeah.
That's all together here. It's wonderful. I loved that movie. 10 Things I Hate About You. Revisited that recently. Okay. Love Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking about how like
what's that on?
That is also on HBO Max. No, it's on Disney Plus. It's on Disney Plus. But it was just interesting watching Heath Ledger not as Joker, because I haven't watched anything with him in a while.
Right.
Besides the Joker.
Yeah.
So seeing him again as like a normal, not a normal dude, but a dude.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yep.
I was like, oh shit, he was just a normal guy.
He was just
a
normal guy. Yeah. I remember thinking that when we watched that in school for some reason.
I get you. Yeah, we rewatched Joker the other night with Joaquin Phoenix.
That's a good one.
Rewatched Parasite.
Is that the anime?
No, with Bong Joon-ho's movie.
Shit. Okay. I don't know why the anime was the first one to come to my brain. Of course, Parasite, Bong Joon-ho movie is much bigger than that.
Yeah, but just still fucking phenomenal. Emily had never seen it, so I had to show it to her. Just outstanding.
Very well
just
done.
well done. And I hadn't seen it in a while, so going back and watching it was very satisfying.
Yeah.
And that brings us to that's it. Yeah, I don't know if I have any more to add. The SpongeBob movie came
classic.
out. Yeah, Keanu Reeves is in the new one.
Really?
Yeah, so we gave that a look. I don't think we've talked since Soul came out.
No, I think we talked about Soul. Well,
Did we?
I briefly, I kind of watched it. Like it was on. I didn't really watch it. Not gonna lie. You just have to focus on it and
like. This is a great movie. Like, if there's a Pixar movie you should watch, like, it's Soul.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what I'm, like, it's phenomenal. Got Jamie Foxx as the main character. It's just great. Palm Springs, watch that. It's got Andy Samberg, Christina Milioti.
Okay.
It's a cool take on the Groundhog Day concept. Like, you wake up, it's the same day over and over.
Yeah.
And I like anytime you can get a new, fresh take on that, because it's always kind of it's a fun storytelling method, and it can always get pretty deep, and it did in this, and always satisfying. Other than that, I think we've reached that's that for me. I don't have anything else to add.
Huh.
We've watched a whole bunch of shit, though. I can tell you that.
Yeah, no, that's quite a list right there.
It's a couple pages.
More shit than me and Claire have ever watched easily.
Oh, I mean, it's practically all me and Emily do.
Yeah.
We watch things.
That sounds like your kind of vibe.
Oh, it is my vibe. 100% my vibe. We watch things. Shit, man. I don't have anything else.
Yeah,
I would talk about what I've been watching, like in terms of TV, but it was WandaVision.
Yeah.
And we have 9 episodes. We have a 9-episode series on that right here. Episode 70.
Right here on the Penny Bloom podcast.
Episode 70 through 78. WandaVision.
Bing, bang, boom.
Go check it out. You got anything else to say?
No, I think that's it.
This was a pleasure, my friend.
It was.
This was a good one.
Uh-huh.
It's a classic right here. Instant classic.
Back to the basics.
Yeah, I loved it.
It was great.
Well, join us next week for the Falcon and Winter Soldier watch, which will be fucking great. I'm super excited for it. It'll be me, Joseph George, Miles Buttress, and Tillman McClooney be getting in on that, which will be a good time. And then, me and Tavares will get to, we'll start recording remotely. Maybe. Sounds like.
I think that sounds like the move.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm excited. If I can start recording 2 podcasts a week, my life will be very, very happy.
Okay.
It's already very happy, but it could be very, very happy.
I get you on that.
With 2 podcasts a week. I'd enjoy that very much. Well, again, I was Colton Robertson.
And I was Tavares Pennington.
Like, rate, review, do all the shits. If it's going to be 5 stars, share us with a friend. Please. Keep the show growing. Coming up on 2 years. Coming up on 2,000 all-time downloads, too, by the way.
Oh, shit. Okay. There you go.
Yeah, look at that. Get us there. And then take us to the fucking moon.
Take us
2 million.
Take us to 2 million.
2 billion even.
Take us to fucking 2.
If 2 billion of the 7 billion people on Earth listen to our podcast, I can be satisfied.
2 billion of them?
Yeah.
I'd be satisfied too.
I think that's pretty solid. We did recently enter our 18th country.
18 countries, huh?
Yeah, Sri Lanka.
Oh,
it's the most recent.
States. Okay.
Got the 18th country we've been listening to.
See you out there in Sri Lanka.
I appreciate whoever is listening in.
We got a guy in France, right?
We got a dude in France, and we got a dude in Spain. We have 77 episodes. We have 77 downloads in Spain. So one guy is really riding with us.
Oh, fuck.
You feel me?
Yeah. Holy shit.
And I think I don't know. It was a Spanish exchange student from high school.
You think it is?
I think so. My guess. If it is, make yourself known. Contact me. DM me on Twitter. I want to know you.
I want to know.
That's really weird. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. I mean, if you want to hit me up, you can. I'm sorry. I made it weird.